Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Bahat and welcome to my live session. So I'm just going to go and check on different platforms who's live with me over here, and in the meantime those of you who are watching me, you can always pour in your comments and let me know where you are logging from. Are you from Pakistan, are you from abroad, or are you from any other district or province of Pakistan? So I'll just go on different platforms and be back in a jiffy. Okay, so I can see someone who's watching. Okay, so if anyone can make out what today topic is about. I just wrote some part of it, not the whole, but it's pretty much clear over here what I intend to talk about. So you can just let me know. Okay. Right. Okay, so thank you so much for these emojis and comments that I can see at the moment. Well, thank you that you show these comments in the beginning of the session, but it's really nice if you show these comments at the end of the session as well, in terms of whether you have understood the session or not and what part you like, that is if you like the session at all. Okay, so first of all, just before beginning this session, okay, Jan Muhammad, walaikum assalam, and I can see Usman Ayub, he's watching as well. So I hope both of you are fine. And you know what? First of all, I want to thank all those who have already subscribed to my channel, and you like my videos and you share them, and you have already made done the subscription. And so a lot of thank you to you people, because it's due to your sharing and you're liking my content that I'm able to create more and more useful comment that can have a positive impact in your lives, and you can utilize them in the proper way. Okay. Yes, Usman. Today's topic is about integrity. So I thought, like, we often, just surpass integrity, but there are so many, facets to integrity, especially when it comes about, personal integrity and professional integrity. So today I aim to, talk about integrity. What is the importance it holds in our professional life and in our personal life. So that's what I want to talk about. Fakhri Alam, thank you so much for appreciating. Okay, and this was, I just got this, email from YouTube that I have now about 8,000 or so people have viewed my content on YouTube. So this is a great thank you to all of you who like my content and who subscribe to my channel, and those who like my videos and they share it as well. So the the salute and the clap and the praise goes to every one of you who is out there and who has helped me in making this possible. Otherwise, no one person can make it possible, not even the creator. So unless and until you have a good community, which are you people and other people on other social platforms, so they combine together, make up the community and the audience and the followers. So that's why I wanted to personally thank you people for this. And now coming back to my topic, which is about integrity. So what I want to discuss how important is integrity when it comes to personal and professional life. Okay, so Sunny Sudaria, thank you so much for your compliment, and I hope you might have got your answer, because yesterday we have Sunny Sudaria over here, and yesterday he was very pertinent about the fact that I'm all the time speaking in English. बट ऐसी बात नहीं है. आई डू ट्राई टू स्पीक इन उर्दू जहाँ तक मेरे से हो सकता है. बट देन अगेन vocabulary is vocabulary. When you're short of vocabulary, it's always better to use the language in which you are good, rather than trying to speak a language in which you might be at loss of words. So his point was that I should speak in Urdu rather than English, because the audience, they are able to understand Urdu. And I just told him that I have an audience which speaks or understands both English and Urdu, and I tend to use the basic level of English so everyone can understand what message I want to communicate or convey. So it's easy for everyone out there, even a student of grade 5 can easily comprehend what I want to tell or the message I want to deliver. So I just told him that he shouldn't bother on these things, rather he should just look at the impact that whatever I'm producing or whatever I'm creating or however I'm communicating, it's creating. So now I guess वो सबूत के तौर पे जो views हैं, it has come out as evidence, and that's what I told him, that this is the evidence I was talking about. So don't bother about the nitty-gritties that people don't understand this language or you should communicate in this language. So जिसने समझना होता है उसको समझ आ जाता है, and you have to address the wider audience rather than just being fixated to a certain amount. Okay. Fakhri Alam, you are saying we find the attitude of integrity at the top in the character of Mr. Jinnah. Yes, you are very much right. He was a role model for us, and he was a person with high integrity and value. So, when we talk about integrity, we have to keep in mind the personalities who showed, integrity or values related with integrity. So, I'm going to, highlight a few. You have highlight one. So, then there are others which I would highlight. So, let me just, start with my topic. And what, when we talk about integrity, like why is it essential in personal and professional life? सबसे पहले तो इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ ये होती है, इट बिल्ड्स ट्रस्ट. अब ट्रस्ट किस तरीके से बिल्ड होता है? लाइक इन योर पर्सनल लाइफ, integrity fosters trust in relationships. When you are a person with high integrity, so क्या होगा, you are going to be honest with your friends, with your community, with your family, जो कि basically जो है एक foundation stone होते हैं in everyone's life. So when you are an honest person and you are a person full of integrity in your personal life, तो ये एक bond आपका create करा होता है among your families and friends. So this is and it builds trust. So secondly, when we come to professional life, तो professional life में भी then people always when you are in the workplace, they always trust people who are highly who have high integrity. And when you have high integrity, like you're honest, or people, they can trust you in a team, as a team member in an organization. So they are always going to be attracted towards you if you're a person of high integrity. But then again, अगर जो है, if you are not a person of high integrity and time and again you have fall out on your promises, so those people जो के promises पे कायम रहते हैं and they deliver what they say, so those are much likely कि उनकी तरफ जो है बार बार जो है लोग revert करेंगे, rather than ऐसे लोगों की तरफ जो कि promises करते हैं and they do not keep up their promises, या अगर उनको कोई task दिया जाता है तो they can't fulfill that task and they would show gestures or do things कि भाई you can tell this to some other person, इतने लोग हैं team में तो anyone can do it. So when you show these signs, so then no one is going to trust you. So this is regarding professional relationships as well as personal relationships. So आपके जो इंटीग्रल वैल्यूज़ होते हैं वो नहीं चेंज होते, बस आपका जो स्फीयर ऑफ वर्क है वो चेंज हो जाता है, चाहे वो प्रोफेशनल लाइफ हो आपकी या आपकी पर्सनल लाइफ हो. बट ये जो कुछ चीज़ें होती हैं कि अगर आप जो है काम से भागते हैं और आप ये कहते हैं कि भाई अगर 10 लोग हैं तो 10 लोगों में से कोई ये कर लेगा तो मुझे ये काम करना क्यों ज़रूरी है. सो इस तरीके से जो है ट्रस्ट नहीं डेवलप होता. ट्रस्ट कब डेवलप होता है? जब आपको एक टास्क दिया जाता है और आप उस टास्क को बढ़ चढ़ के उसमें हिस्सा लेते हैं और जितना डिलीवर करना होता है उससे ज़्यादा डिलीवर करते हैं, क्योंकि ये जो ओवर डिलीवर करने वाले खसूसियात होती हैं, this always pay you off. So those who are seeking for jobs or who are already employed in different organizations, this one characteristic, वैसे तो और कई खसूसियात होती हैं, but this one characteristic to over deliver always come in handy, and it builds a very deep trust and mutual relationship when it comes to work environment and professional environment as well. So ये तो चीज़ होगी regarding building trust. अच्छा, then इसमें जो है एक जो second चीज़ आ जाती है, that is about enhancing reputation. अब जब हम पर्सनल लाइफ की बात करते हैं तो पर्सनल लाइफ में दोज इंडिविजुअल्स like who have high integrity, they are the ones who are respected in their communities. So like आप इसके एग्जांपल इस तरह ले सकते हैं कि जिस तरह जो है like someone lost a wallet full of money, and it was something of very valuable to the person who lost it, and then a person who has this deep integral value, or is a person of integrity and is honest, would return that wallet to that person, to the owner. So उससे क्या होगा, उससे जो है रेपुटेशन एनहांस होगी, एक ट्रस्ट बिल्ड होगा कि भाई ये मेरा वॉलेट था. अब तो जो है कितनी सिनेरियोज होते हैं, कितने एग्जांपल्स होते हैं कि किसी ने गलती से कूड़े में या कचरे में जो है वॉलेट फेंक दिया या चला गया, एंड देन जो वो कूड़े वाला था या सैनिटर था, उसने जो है वो वॉलेट वापस कर दिया, just because of the thing कि भाई that person was full of integrity, या उसमें इतनी वैल्यूज़ थी, या उसका जो वैल्यू सिस्टम था it was so pure, और अच्छी उसमें खसूसियात थी, करेक्टरिस्टिक्स थी, जिसकी वजह से उसने वो वॉलेट नहीं रखा. वरना तो आजकल का जो दौर है, जितनी इकनॉमिक जो है डिप्रेशन है, और हर बंदा जो है शिकार है टेंशन का और इकनॉमिक जो है डिप्रेशन का, कि कोई भी जो है यानी किसी not all, but then जिनकी जो है वो values नहीं होती, they can just let go of their values and their morality just to sustain themselves. But then there are people who are so highly valued, and they have this belief in their values and their good characteristics of character, that they do not put themselves down just to earn money. So ये जो है ये चीज़ जो this is something जो कि अब ख़त्म होती जा रही है, and people are reverting to bad things. Like you can see these things, like most of the time when I'm on social media, I come across every kind of people. So there are people who would want to they would want to take my guidance, and then they'll have their own motives behind it. Now as a person it depends on me कि मैं किसको किस तरीके से मोटिवेशन देती हूँ, ठीक है, या किस तरीके से उनको हेल्प आउट करती हूँ. इट इज़ माई बेसिक प्रिंसिपल्स जिनको जो है मैं फॉलो करती हूँ. बट देन अगेन देयर आर मैनी पीपल हु वुड ट्राई टू buy me out with with a lot of money or things like that, to just to see कि भाई values किस level पे हैं, and whether she is going to give in her moral values or morality or ethics just to earn couple of bucks. So it very much depends कि how you're dealing with people, और आप जो है अपनी values को जो है prioritize कर रहे हो या आप जो है money को prioritize कर रहे हो. So you have ये इसमें जो है ना बहुत एक कम फ़र्क हो जाता है, डिस्टेंस का बहुत कम होता है झुकाव का ना. इफ़ it all depends कि आपकी values कितनी strong है and how strong a person you are. So if you are a very strong person, like I know my moral values are very strong, and I'll never astray my path, क्योंकि जो मुझे जो है values inculcate की गई हैं right from childhood by my parents, I'm still fixated on those same values. So though no matter what comes in my way, but I know I am a person that is full of integrity, so no one can shake my values. That gives a lot of red signals to many people, so they do not approach me because they know that this woman is very strict. सो दिस इज़ ऑल रिगार्डिंग एनहांसिंग रेपुटेशन, कि जब आपकी वैल्यूज़ ऐसी होती हैं एंड यू आर फिक्सेटेड ऑन योर प्रिंसिपल्स एंड यू आर प्रैक्टिसिंग दोज, सो इट हेल्प्स यू इन द लॉन्ग रन एज वेल. एंड दिस इज़ रिगार्डिंग पर्सनल लाइफ. जिस तरह मैंने आपको बताया कि भाई किसी का वॉलेट गुमता है और आप कितने स्ट्रॉन्ग कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं, कितने ऑनेस्ट आप हो कि आप जो है वो वॉलेट किसी के हवाले कर दोगे, या जस्ट टू सस्टेन योर सेल्फ आप अपने एथिक्स को छोड़ के वो वॉलेट नहीं दोगे. सो दिस इज़ वन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ एनहांसिंग रेपुटेशन जो कि पर्सनल लाइफ में आती है. सिमिलरली प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में भी आप इसको अप्लाई कर सकते हो. बट देन अगेन अगर हम प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में देखें तो वो कंपनीज जो कि हु हैव अ रेपुटेशन फॉर इंटेग्रिटी रिगार्डिंग कि वो जब लोगों को हायर करते हैं तो देयर होल सिस्टम इज़ मेरिटस. उसमें कोई जो है फेवरेटिज्म नहीं होता, कोई जो है नेपोटिज्म नहीं होता, और वो हर जो एम्प्लॉई होता है या जिसको भी हायर करे होते हैं, चाहे वो मैन है, चाहे वो फीमेल है, चाहे वो जो है किसी भी क्लास के हैं, किसी भी बैकग्राउंड के हैं, तो दे आर फोकसिंग ऑन फेयरनेस एंड merit. So when merit system comes in, तो people and job seekers and recruitees or employees, they're always going to focus on those organizations जहाँ पर उनको वो merit मिलेगा, rather than focusing on an organization जिसका जो है financially तो जो है outcome बहुत ज़्यादा है, पर अगर आप उसके अंदर जाते हो तो the whole environment is a toxic environment. So no one would want to go for such organization unless and until आपकी मजबूरी होती है, and just to start from somewhere you just say yes and you just enter that organization. But once you get into that organization, just having money is not sufficient. You need to have your peace of mind. So if you do not have a peace of mind in a certain organization, then that organization is not worth your time, it's not worth your energy, and it's not worth your peace of mind. So aapki health, you have to prioritize your health over money. So this is something which every one of us in these times we have to think. Doing some work for someone, it's not bad, but if it's at the expense of your peace, if it's at the expense of your health, then it's not worth it. Then you have to reconsider your plan of action. You have to remake your strategies and devise totally new strategies in order to cope up for this economic depression, or if you want to do something. Okay, so this was regarding a reputation. And then इसमें जो है एक और जो चीज़ आ जाती है, that is creating a positive environment. अब when we talk about personal life, तो integrity, it always leads to a healthier life, to more positive interactions. Like अगर आप जो है देखें कि your friends, if you are a person of high integrity, so जितने भी आपके फ्रेंड्स हैं, they are going to trust you rather than reverting to other friends who do not have integrity, yeah, who are more into showing off their money, or trying to buy you out by giving you gifts, or different things. So आप जो है कभी भी ऐसे फ्रेंड्स की तरफ डिवर्ट नहीं होंगे, रादर आप ऐसे फ्रेंड्स की तरफ, like if you have a choice, if you on the one side you have a friend who is very wealthy and has every kind of luxury but does not have morals or does not have those kind of values जिसके लिए जो है you stand for those values, but then आपकी दूसरी side पे is a friend who does not have sufficient wealth, but that person is full of integrity and is stagnant and fixated on his values. तो आपका जो पलड़ा होगा ना वो उस बंदे की तरफ होगा, क्योंकि यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू लुक एट कि भाई जिसके पास जो है, वेल इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन इट वेरीज फ्रॉम पर्सन टू पर्सन. हर एक के लिए जो वैल्यू सिस्टम है वो डिफरेंट होता है. Like some people are more prone towards values, then there are others who are more prone towards money, and then there is a third category who is prone towards in between of both, कि ना इसको नाराज़ करो ना उसको नाराज़ करो, so just remain in the middle. But then एक fourth category भी होती है जिसमें जो है you have to use your mind, you have to see what is good for you in the long run, rather than being bent towards extreme sides. So you just have to take the moderate form, जो कि जो है which is also part of our value system, कि हर चीज़ में जो है मॉडरेशन इज़ गुड, बट देन मॉडरेशन में आई वुड नेवर सजेस्ट कि इस तरीके से मॉडरेट हो जाओ कि जो पैसे वाला है उस किसी भी साथ रहो, और जिसके पास पैसा नहीं है बट इंटेग्रिटी उसके भी साथ रहो. You have to devise your own method, and if the decision is up to me, then I would always go for the person who has values. I would never go for the person who has money and no values, but rather the person who has values. क्योंकि जिसके पास values होंगी, अल्लाह ने दो हाथ दी हैं, अकल दी है, तो eventually that person is going to develop himself or herself in due course of time with the right mentors to guide that particular person. So undertone, you have to read between the lines and you have to act and work accordingly. So पर्सनल लाइफ में भी आपके जो फ्रेंड्स की कैटेगरी होती है उसमें आपकी जो है बेंट उन लोगों की तरफ होती है जो आपको सही मशवरा देते हैं, रादर देन उन लोगों की तरफ जो आपको जो है पैसे से चुप करवा देते हैं और कोई सही मशवरा नहीं दे सकते. ओके, सो देन व्हेन इट कम्स टू, अब सिमिलरली क्रिएटिंग अ पॉजिटिव एनवायरनमेंट, अगर प्रोफेशनल लाइफ की बात की जाए तो जहाँ पर जिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में फेयरनेस होगी, ट्रांसपेरेंसी होगी, तो पलड़ा हमेशा उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का भारी होगा, एंड पीपल आर गोइंग टू बी विलिंग टू वर्क फॉर दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रादर देन गोइंग द अदर वे राउंड. क्योंकि when employees feel secure and they are valued, क्योंकि अगर if they are secure and valued तो ultimately it's going to lead to success. But if they're not valued and they do not feel secure, तो जो ultimate goal है it's not going to be increase in morals, rather demoralization होगी, and plus productivity जो होगी that would be wasted, क्योंकि उस productivity की output जो होगी that is not going to enhance the it's not going to boost the person. So rather negativity जो है वो drag down करती जाएगी. So those organizations जो कि अपने employees को जो है मेंटली तौर पे जो है सिक्योर भी करती हैं और उनको जो है टाइम एंड अगेन मोटिवेट भी करती हैं, गुड फीडबैक भी देती हैं, कंपनसेशन भी देती हैं. सो दोज एम्प्लॉयज़ दे आर प्रीटी मच एट पीस ऑफ माइंड rather than being in a stressful or toxic environment. अच्छा, देन आगे हम चलते हैं. आगे अगर हम आते हैं, अच्छा यहाँ तक इज़ देयर एनीथिंग विच यू पीपल वांट टू ऐड और यू थिंक आई हैवंट covered anything, या कुछ I have skipped something, so you can add in the comment box, so I'm going to take your comments. Or if it's clear, then you can let me know if it's clear, so I can just move on with the next topic. Okay, so for that, do I have to go on social platform to check out whether it's clear? So अभी यहाँ तक जो है, is it clear to you people? You can show it via your emojis if यहाँ तक your topic आपको clear हो गया है. Okay, so I can see your emojis and I think आपको यहाँ तक clear हो गया, so I can go ahead. Okay, thank you so much. अच्छा, आगे जो है ना, now I'm going to tell you कि भाई how can you maintain integrity in this complex world. अब world no doubt is very complex, but things aren't that difficult जितने आप अपने लिए बना लेते हैं. So उसमें जो है इस world में survive करने के लिए what are the things which you have to keep in mind? You need to have clear values. जब आपकी values clear होंगी तो फिर आपको जो किसी किस्म की confusion नहीं रहेगी. If like for instance committing to honesty or being responsible, or if you are a fair person, if you have these values, so that makes you pretty much a person full of integrity. So these are the clear values you have to define for yourself, चाहे वो personal practice में हो चाहे वो professional practice में हो. So ये तो ऐसी attributes हैं जो कि हर टाइम में, हर सेगमेंट में, हर लाइफ में, हर जगह, हर डिपार्टमेंट में आपके काम आते हैं. ऑनेस्टी, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, फेयरनेस, जस्टिस. So these are the essential attributes which every person needs to have. जिस तरीके से if a person is working in some kind of organization, now every organization has their own code of ethics. So if a person is following those code of ethics, so it's going to benefit the person within the organization and also outside the organization. Now when I talk about code of ethics, लाइक कोड ऑफ एथिक्स जो है हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के डिफरेंट होते हैं. लाइक इफ़ यू आर अ सिक्योरिटी पर्सनल या इफ़ यू आर इन द साइबर स्पेस, so you have to follow that code of ethics. In the managerial position you cannot leak out the passwords of different accounts or people's जिनके जो है आप accounts manage कर रहे हैं. So anything if you are going to leak out or like जिस तरीके से hackers होते हैं, they just call you up and they say we are checking this and we are from the so and so department and we need accounts of so and so people. So if you know the code of ethics in and out, you are never going to share the security or personal information of any account holder, क्योंकि that goes against the code of ethics of any organization. So as a result, as a mature person, as a responsible person, you need to go through the code of ethics of any department. या मैनुअल की फॉर्म में होता है, कोड ऑफ एथिक्स या बुक की फॉर्म में होता है. सो यू हैव टू रीड इट. व्हेन यू जॉइन ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, तो देयर आर सर्टेन manuals or certain documents which you have to go through in order to understand what the organization stands for. क्योंकि हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का अपना एक मैनिफेस्टो होता है, अपना मैनुअल होता है, अपने डॉक्यूमेंट्स होते हैं. सो इफ़ यू वांट टू फिट इन टू दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, no matter whatever your scope of work is, you have to know what the organization stands for. क्योंकि जब तक आपको पता नहीं होगा, you won't be able to address their objectives and incorporate those objectives within your scope of work. So this is another thing that why you need to have clear values. Then इसमें एक और जो चीज़ आ जाती है, you need to practice accountability. So whatever you're doing, so if you're in the cyber branch or if you are dealing with security accounts, you have to hold yourself accountable. No doubt you might have someone at your top who is going to audit you in some form or the other, but before their auditing you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to see कि आपने कोई रूल तो नहीं तोड़ा या आपने कोई ऐसा काम तो नहीं किया which goes against the purview or the scope of work of the organization. So you have to keep these things in mind and you have to hold yourself accountable. Because when you are working in international organizations, so there is minimum supervision. You are on your own, and this might be very common for people who are doing remote work with the international organizations. So they have to go through all these documents beforehand, so they can be true to the organizations and they can fulfill their roles. So you have to practice accountability. And then accountability और चीज़ों में भी आ जाती है, like accountability in your actions. If you do something and you did something which is not right, you have to be open to owning it up and apologizing for it and trying not to make any kind of mistake in future. So ये भी जो एक पहलू होता है, which is this is very important when it comes to professional life, and if you want to serve long in any organization, you have to be able to be accountable for everything you are doing in the organization. Okay. And then accountability also comes regarding deadline at work. If you have been given a deadline, try to complete that work before the deadline, rather than deadline guzar rahi hai ya guzar gayi hai and you are unable to do that work. So if you think you don't have enough capabilities or if you do not have enough time, it's always better to ask for more time beforehand, rather than कि भाई deadline वाले दिन जो है ना you start asking for extra time. So extra time पहले ही ले लें. So this is this is not just for organizational practices or working environment, बल्कि this is a practice which is it's practiced everywhere. Like if I'm a teacher and I have students and my students need extra time, so they have to ask me. इट्स नॉट दैट कि भाई जो सबमिशन डेट है उस दिन वो कहें कि जी हमें और टाइम चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर उस दिन वो और टाइम मांगेंगे तो देन डेफिनेटली एक वो क्वेश्चन मार्क होगा कि भाई इतने दिन जो है टाइम क्यों नहीं मांगा, जब इतने दिन थे पहले ही मांग लेते हैं. सो इट्स ऑलवेज बेटर टू आस्क फॉर एक्स्ट्रा टाइम बिफोर हैंड, रादर देन एंड टाइम पे जो है ना आप किसी के जो है ना सर पे नाजिल हो जाए कि जी हमें जो है छुट्टी चाहिए या हमें एक्स्ट्रा टाइम चाहिए. So it does not leave a good impression. ओके, देन इसमें जो है एक और जो चीज़ आ जाती है, दैट इज़ टू स्टे कंसिस्टेंट. नाउ कंसिस्टेंसी इन एक्शन, इट ऑलवेज बिल्ड्स अ गुड रेपुटेशन ऑन पार्ट ऑफ एनी इंडिविजुअल, बिकॉज इफ़ यू आर कंसिस्टेंट तो ऑटोमेटिकली वो आपके काम से और आपके परफॉर्मेंस से शो होना शुरू हो जाएंगे. बट इफ़ यू आर नॉट कंसिस्टेंट, इट्स ऑल्सो गोइंग टू रिफ्लेक्ट कि भाई आपके कितने जो है कितनी वैल्यूज़ हैं जो कि आप प्रायोरिटाइज करते हैं या उस पर अमल दरामद करते हैं. लाइक जो इनकन्सिस्टेंट लोग होते हैं उनकी एग्जांपल क्या होती है कि आज वो जो है कोई चीज़ डिसाइड करेंगे, ओके वी आर गोइंग टू डू दिस फ्रॉम टुमारो, rather than starting it right from the same day. They would say okay हम कल से ये चीज़ स्टार्ट करेंगे, बट जब कल आएगा तो then they'll say कि भाई आज जो है ज़रा गर्मी है तो आज के दिन मैं रेस्ट कर लेती हूँ तो कल मैं जो हूँ स्टार्ट करूँगी. So they keep on postponing, they keep on putting the work on the next day and the next day and the next day till they go to grave, and that next day never comes. So you have to be consistent. Whatever you are doing, do it consistently. आजकल जो है बहुत से आप में से जो है like those who are on social media, you might have seen and even on TikTok that there's certain analytical logarithm over there that's not showing गुड डाटा फॉर दोज हु हैव अकाउंट्स. लाइक अगर जो है उनकी किसी पोस्ट पे जो है पहले मिलियंस में या केस में व्यू आ रहे थे, नाउ दे कांट गेट व्यूज मोर देन 200 and 300. So this is a glitch in the system and automatically this glitch is going to go in due course of time, क्योंकि earlier भी इस तरीके की जो है चीज़ें होती रही हैं. सो इन चीज़ों से क्या होता है, इन चीज़ों से आपने घबराना नहीं होता. ये नहीं आपने करना होता कि भाई आप पोस्ट कर रहे हैं तो आप पोस्ट छोड़ देंगे, भाई जब जो है डाटा ठीक होगा व्यूज़ आने शुरू होंगे तो तब मैं जो हूँ दोबारा पोस्ट करना शुरू कर दूँगी. सो यू कीप ऑन डूइंग व्हाट यू आर डूइंग एंड यू डू इट कंसिस्टेंटली, क्योंकि व्हेन यू आर डूइंग कंसिस्टेंटली तो जो बैक एंड पे जो एल्गोरिथम है, जो मशीन लर्निंग है, वो आर प्रोसेसिंग द डाटा ऑफ डिफरेंट अकाउंट्स, दे आर गोइंग टू लर्न ओके दिस अकाउंट इज कंसिस्टेंटली डूइंग द things they are supposed to do, rather than कि भाई there are people जो कि जो है ना who have just put a full stop कि ओके भाई जब जो है algorithm ठीक होगा तो then we are going to work on. So ये जो है ये चीज़ें जो है again consistency में आती हैं. So though there is the machine learning who's doing things automatically and it's automated, but still it does not mean that as humans we leave what we are supposed to do. So consistency it's very important. चाहे वो आप जो है टिकटॉक पे कर रहे हो, चाहे आप फेसबुक पे कर रहे हो, चाहे आप लिंक्डइन पे कर रहे हो, चाहे आपकी वेबसाइट्स हों, चाहे आप मार्केटिंग कर रहे हो, या चाहे आप ब्लॉगिंग कर रहे हो, या चाहे आप स्ट्रीमिंग कर रहे हो, you have to be consistent. Whatever you are doing, just do it consistently. Okay, Mohammed Azir Ehsan, thank you so much for your compliment. Okay, so I was waiting for your call at 11 in the morning और आज फिर आपने कॉल नहीं की. Well, most probably you have a much more hectic schedule than I have. So let's see when we can have that talk. Okay, then अच्छा then इसमें जो है ना एक और चीज़ आ जाती है, you need to see continuous improvement. And help as well. Now, if I know that there's a certain area where I need help and I need guidance, so I would definitely seek out for guidance regarding that particular area, rather than कि I just think कि ओके भाई नहीं मुझे बस ये जो चीज़ आगे सो आगे मुझे आगे और सीखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है कि I don't need help. It's not like that, क्योंकि we humans are prone to commit mistakes and ये एक जो हमारा डिफ़ॉल्ट मैकेनिज़्म है, वी हैव टू लर्न, क्योंकि वी आर मेड लाइक दिस. इफ़ वी डू नॉट लर्न, वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू इम्प्रूव आवरसेल्व्स. So in order to improve, we have to learn, and we have to learn continuously. So there is no end to learning. So never think कि भाई आपने एक डिग्री ले ली है या आप अपने सब्जेक्ट में जो है स्पेशलिस्ट बन गए हैं तो you don't need to improve. You need to improve every day. So you are improving every day. If I talk about myself, I'm improving every day. I'm learning from different people every day. चाहे जो है लोग अपने उसमें जो है कुछ भी जो है कहते रहें, like they're but yeah, like whatever they are saying, definitely they just want to guide me, and they want to see me successful. So that's why they are guiding in their own way. So हर एक अपना तरीका होता है. Even अगर जो है लोग आपसे जो रूडली भी बात कर रहे होते हैं तो just try to read undertone. Maybe they just want to tell you दे डोंट नो हाउ टू टेल यू. सो वो उनकी रूडनेस में भी जो है आप असेस कर सकते हैं कि दे आर ट्राइंग टू गाइड यू कि भी आप ये चीज़ करेंगे इस तरह तो इसके ये रिजल्ट्स होंगे, अगर इस तरह करेंगे तो इसके ये रिजल्ट्स होंगे. सो जस्ट ट्राई टू टेक थिंग्स पॉजिटिवली रादर देन टेकिंग देम डेरोगेटरी एंड नेगेटिवली. सो जितना आप जो है चीज़ों को पॉजिटिव लेकर चलते हैं और लोगों से जो है सीखने की कोशिश करते हैं, इट ऑलवेज हेल्प यू. So this is regarding seeking continuous improvement and always seek for improvement. Don't be shy or don't feel awkward कि भाई मैं इतनी बड़ी हूँ तो मैं हूँ ये जो है दूध पीते बच्चों से किस तरह गाइडेंस ले सकती हूँ. सो इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट, क्योंकि अब जो हमारी जनरेशन है, द कमिंग जनरेशन, दे आर वेरी वाइज. And I won't say that anyone should underestimate them. They have their own strengths, though they might have their weaknesses, but they have their own strengths and they are much wiser and they can come up with so innovative solutions जो कि शायद जो है मे बी आपको मज़ीद जो है 3-4 साल लगे उन सोल्यूशन में पहुंचने के लिए. सो हमारी जेन ज़ी जो है इट्स क्वाइट गुड एट प्रोवाइडिंग सोल्यूशंस एज वेल. सो एडल्ट्स हों, सीनियर्स हों, जेन ज़ीज हों, यंगस्टर्स हों, यू नीड टू कोलैबोरेट विद ईच एंड एवरी लेवल और उन सबको साथ लेकर आपने चलना है. Okay, so now I'm just going to give you some examples of inspiring individuals जिनकी जो है like they had unwavering integrity. जिस तरीके से जो है earlier मुझे जो है I guess फ़ाखरी आलम ने इंडिकेट किया जिस तरह जो है Mr. Jinnah, he was a highly influential person and he had great high integrity and high values. So similarly अगर हम जो और लोगों को भी देखते हैं तो उनकी भी जो है ना they also showed unwavering integrity, जिसमें से जो एक हैं that is Nelson Mandela. अगर नेल्सन मंडेला की हम बात करें तो he is renowned for his integrity and steadfast commitment. Though यानी despite 27 years of imprisonment, still he maintained his principles and he emerged to lead South Africa. So with focus of reconciliation and integrity. So he is one of those persons जिनकी character से, जिस तरह जिन्ना के character से we can we have an example in front of us when it comes to integrity. Similarly, Nelson Mandela, he had he emerged as a South African leader. So he had this integrity as well. अच्छा, देन अगर मज़ीद हम इंटेग्रिटी की बात करें, ख़वातीन में अगर हम बात करें तो देन वी हैव मलाला यूसुफ़ज़ई, who was steadfast and she had unwavering commitment towards female education, girls' education, even though she was faced with life-threatening danger, or still she exemplifies the integrity. Wali Nohrio, thank you so much for joining this session. So then we have another example, which is of Warren Buffett. Again, Warren Buffett, he is known for his ethical approach to businesses. और उनकी जो है यानी continuous जो उनका emphasis था on the importance of honesty and transparency, especially in his investment practices. उसका नतीजा क्या हुआ कि he has high integrity, and due to his integrity he earned a great reputation from and trust from investors and the public alike. So this is regarding Warren Buffett. And then जो है again अगर जो है हम female, again this is one of my favorite person. She's a female, she was a female, now she is deceased, Mother Teresa. अब मदर टेरेसा की जो डेडिकेशन थी टूवर्ड्स हेल्पिंग द पुअर एंड हर हम्बल लाइफस्टाइल, इट अल्टीमेटली इट रिफ्लेक्ट्स हर डीप इंटेग्रिटी. सो जो भी उन्होंने एक्शंस लिए, दे वर ऑलवेज इन लाइन विद हर वैल्यूज़ ऑफ कंपैशन एंड सर्विस. सो जब इन ऐसे लोगों की जो है हमारे सामने जो है ना लाइफ्स आती हैं और एग्जाम्पलरी इनके जो है ना दीज आर रोल मॉडल्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ अस. सो अगर हम जो है इनका ही तरीक़ाकार फॉलो कर लें, which is full of integrity. So integrity basically it's a cornerstone जो कि lead करता है towards trust, towards respect when it comes to both your personal and professional life. और जितनी ज़्यादा आप जो है हाई इंटेग्रिटी को वैल्यू करेंगे, और आप जो है क्योंकि हाई इंटेग्रिटी को वैल्यू करने के लिए यू हैव टू हैव क्लियर वैल्यूज़, और क्लियर वैल्यूज़ के साथ यू हैव टू बी अकाउंटेबल टूवर्ड्स योर एक्शंस, towards whatever you are doing, and then you should have a commitment to continuous improvement. So when you are going to have everything which leads to integrity, and your goals and your visions and your values, everything is going to be in line, and it's going to be aligned. So then you are going to be an highly um, a highly great person with a great integrity. Or then this is how we can lead our lives in a good and professional way. So this is all what I wanted to share regarding integrity and how one can achieve integrity when it comes to professional and private lives. ओके वाओ, आज तो मैंने कहा भी नहीं कि भाई अगर क्लियर है तो यू कैन शो इट थ्रू योर इमोजीज. वेल, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर इमोजीज एंड योर कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स. आई कैन सी देम running towards me. So thank you so much for all these compliments. And if you no, okay, so if you have any other topic which you want me to discuss in my sessions, so I'll be more than happy to discuss those in the sessions. And then again, I can see some crying emojis, and I don't understand ये crying emojis क्यों आते हैं, and who is this special person who keeps on sending me these rone wale emojis. I try to make it very interactive and insightful, फिर भी आप रोने वाले emojis मुझे भेजते हैं. Well, I'm just going to go offline and check who is sending me these rone wale emojis. And then thank you once again for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And those of you who haven't subscribed as yet, you should go on my YouTube channel and you should subscribe to it. And if you like my videos, feel free to share them as well and repost them. Well, YouTube पे तो आप share ही कर सकते हैं. And then you can use that community tab, and you can always pour in your comments and suggestions in over there, because at the other end is going to be me who is going to be reading them, not any moderator. At least abhi ke liye to jo hai, I don't have any moderator, so I do all the answering of the comments on my own. Amir Hayat, what are you thinking about? So बड़ी अजीब तरह के आपने जो avatar भेजा मुझे. Okay, so this is all regarding YouTube and the subscription and everything. So now I'm just going to see if I can bring someone live on camera. And I can see there's one person at the top of my screen. Let me just check.